You're listening to an Airwave Media podcast.
How's your money feeling? It's about to feel happier with a certificate from Happy Money's partner, Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. Elevate and increase your savings with 18-month terms and only a $500 minimum. And the happiest part? MSU FCU certificates yield 4.5% APY annual percentage yield. Now that's a happier side of money. Elevate your savings. Go to happymoney.com/MSUFCU. That's MSUFCU. Funds insured up to $250,000 by NCUA. The APY is accurate as of the 12/1/2023 dividend declaration date. Early withdrawal penalties do apply. Fees may reduce earnings on the account. Any monthly withdrawals or transfers reduce earnings.
Want to learn how you can make smarter decisions with your money? Well, I've got the podcast for you. I'm Sean Piles, and I host NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast. Our show features our team of nerds, personal finance experts in credit cards, banking, investing, and more. And they'll help you make the most of your money while cutting through the clutter and misinformation in today's world of personal finance. You'll get clarity on strategies to help you build your wealth, invest wisely, shop for financial products, and plan for major life events. Listen to NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey folks, what you're about to hear is a little different from usual. It's kind of a holiday gift from us to you, the listeners.
Yep, we wanted to make sure that we could provide you with all the types of content that we have here at Triviality. And instead of doing a normal full episode with a full game, we wanted to give you a little peek behind the curtain into what goes on over at Patreon.
Yeah, and we'd love it if you could join us over there. You get weekly bonus episodes of different varieties. So that's what you're going to hear right now is a bonus that's provided by us, the hosts of Triviality, with questions. And then the next one's going to be a crop drop, which is an Ask Me Anything style podcast where we just kind of yak it up, right?
That's right. And don't worry, you are going to be getting some trivia. And what Ken is mentioning is starting January 1st, if you are a Patreon member at the $5 or higher levels, you are going to be getting a weekly trivia bonus from a host from here. So Matt, Jeff, Ken, and myself will host one for the first 3 weeks of the month. And then the last week of the month, you're going to get a crop drop, which, as Ken mentioned, is an Ask Me Anything style fun episode where we get asked questions from the Discord, the Crop, Patreon, and everywhere else, or anyone who wants to yell at us on the street. But today, we're just giving you a little sample. And just to give you a little bit of context, there will be some ads if you're listening to this on the main feed. But of course, on Patreon, there are never any ads for the main episodes or for the bonus episodes that you'll be hearing. But we just wanted to give you this as a gift so you can see what is going on over at Patreon, because we could not do this show without our patrons.
Yes, please join us over on Patreon at the $5 level to unlock all these extra treats every month.
Yep, and all you have to do is just go to patreon.com/trivialitypodcast. But yeah, without further ado, this Patreon episode is going to be from Matt. So we are going to throw it over to Matt to hear about some special trivia that he put together for us.
Recorded in Chicago, Illinois, with your hosts, Ken, Matt, Neal, and Jeff. This is Triviality.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special December Patreon bonus. It's special because I'm hosting and I wrote the questions, and Neal, Jeff, Ken are here to play along. How are you guys doing today?
Oh, we're fine and dandy.
I am holly and jolly or something.
We are excited for this new sort of Patreon format.
Yeah, we're excited that we get to write the questions. We haven't written questions in a long time, so it's always
release
good to...
schedule.
And release schedule, that's right. And we get to flex these muscles and give people trivia every week, which is always fun.
Yeah, so this is a freebie you guys are listening to, I believe, on the main feed. But Neal, why don't you tell people
feed.
And Patreon feed, right?
Feed. So what's coming in the new year, just so everyone's ready and excited for it?
Yep, so this is going to be a trivia-based Patreon bonus that's going to be coming weekly starting January 1st from each of us. Every week you'll get a 10-question or so quiz on different subjects, whatever we're feeling at the moment. And at the end of the month, you're going to get a crop drop, which is our Ask Me Anything style Patreon bonus. But today, Matt, for your bonus, you wrote what kind of questions?
So these are holiday-themed questions. I've started doing my live stream on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/trivialitymatt. Every month, I host a live game along with Jane. She helps me out. We chat with the people and I ask questions with the TrivNow app. So if you did join, if you're one of the 20 people, you're going to do really well on this quiz because they're the same questions. But I felt like you guys would want to hear them too.
Yeah, we're excited to hear them. But speaking of 20 people or so, we just want to give a huge, huge shout out to all of our new patrons who have joined us in the last month or so. We're just going to name some of them right now, and we just appreciate all of your support. So thank you to Payson Broom, to Abby Colley, to Robert Minger.
We got Bridget Cook, Matt Lamia, Tim Dipple, Bad Sama Jamma,
Got Rose Appleby, Sean Gormley, Jacob Stalder,
Leslie Wallace, Jack Hillary, Jessica David, Tobias Yates, Steve Ars, Stephanie Babbitt, and Matt Klein.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Wow.
That's
I know.
a great.
Just kept going.
That's a great list of people right there.
It is a great list of people.
The Patreon stockings are filled this year.
Very much so.
Nicole.
Thank you.
I think that was about 19 patron growth here in December, which we're just flabbergasted by. And as we said, we're trying to get to 600. So if you'd like to join for as little as $1 a month, you can get free episodes as far as ads are concerned on Patreon. All of our new episodes will be ad-free and a little bit early. But for $5 a month, you will get all of the audio content that we are giving out, just like today's episode. So
if you're listening on Patreon, thank you already. If you're listening on the main feed, please join us.
yeah.
You guys ready for 10 holiday-themed questions?
Let's do it.
And maybe we could get some bonus if it's quick.
Yeah, which it might be because these played pretty easy, but we'll see. The first question in the category of Jingle All the Way to the Bank. In 2021, this company sold the rights to their iconic jingle for $90,000 and $500 to a man who decided that checking his residual checks would be the best part of waking up.
Oh.
Are we referring to our favorite holiday commercial of all time? Is that what brought this to fruition?
And that commercial you were speaking of, that it was a parody, right? Or was it real?
No, it's real.
Oh, it is real. Oh, wow.
So we're talking, of
They're not
course,
siblings.
we're talking about the Folgers incest commercial.
Right, the Folgers incest
So
commercial.
let's start this Patreon bonus with a bang.
Yeah, that's what you. This is
no,
what you get.
don't.
Let's not start it with a bang because they're
It's illegal.
They
They're
started
related.
with a bang.
Yeah.
Oh.
depends on the state.
That's true. That's true.
Never siblings, Ken.
But yeah, we're saying Folgers.
Yeah. So for $90,000, you two can own the Folgers jingle, and anytime they sing it, they gotta pay up.
95,000.
$90,000, $90,500, whatever that
That's
is.
not that much.
Do you know how much
That's
the
right.
residuals are?
not much.
No?
They said the residuals work out to if they used it in their jingles going forward, it'd be about $10,000 a year. So in 10 years,
That's
it would
it.
pay for itself.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Well, going back to the important part of this question, the Folgers
The
incest
incest,
commercial.
Yeah,
So there is a part with a parodied like second half,
that's what I'm thinking of. Okay,
but the first half is real.
where it's
And
like that tension.
they're definitely banging in the first half
Yeah.
too. So
Right.
yeah.
Well, they've always been known for that.
important
Folgers is that if you drink Folgers, you have feelings for your sibling.
Right.
Today's Patreon episode.
It's sponsored
So,
by Folgers.
Yeah,
It's like
our
Hill's,
patron
Hill's
listeners.
brothers used to be with Folgers, but they had to split for that reason.
yeah. If you haven't seen the Folgers incest commercial, just check it out. It's pretty funny.
But maybe we should find a link so people just don't type in Folgers incest
No,
when they go into
it'll
Google.
be fine.
No, it'll
Everybody
pop.
knows
It'll be
what
the
that is.
first-
Neil, why don't you
First
type in
thing that pops
Folgers
up.
incest and see what pops up?
It's the Folgers
we're good.
incest
Oh,
there you go.
commercial. Everybody knows it.
Ah,
There's a GQ article, the oral
With the
history.
oral history of the Folgers
Which
incest
I don't
ad.
like the oral history of the Folgers
Yeah.
incest ad. Let's rename that.
And it's called Coming Home, apparently. That's what the commercial's called.
They knew what they were doing.
They did.
Yeah. And to all the listeners, you're my Christmas present. Let's go to question 2.
Apparently, it inspired fan works called Folgers Cest.
Oh. Let's move on. There's-
Folgers fanfic. All right, go ahead.
Question 2 in Pack Your Bags for the Holiday. This offseason, Dame Time came to Milwaukee, which caused the holiday season to come early by way of Portland to which other Eastern Conference team that got Drew Holiday in the trade? Where's Drew Holiday playing?
I don't understand the question, and I won't respond to it.
So I believe you're
Basketball.
talking about Damian Lillard going to Milwaukee with Giannis and his brother. So we're trying to figure out where the other Milwaukee guy went.
Where'd Drew Holiday end up?
Drew Holiday. Okay, that I probably don't know because I don't I'm not familiar with Drew Holiday.
Could you read the question again? I'm wondering if there's a hint I might be able to
There's
glean.
not. It's literally which Eastern Conference team did Drew Holiday go to?
I feel like people
Is he on
always.
the Knicks
I was gonna say it's always like the Knicks or the Celtics always pick up random players.
or the Nets?
Well, since
I'll give you a clue. Neal he's right in his 50-50.
So since this is a holiday question, and it only is barely a holiday question because the guy's name is Holiday.
Oh, right.
Maybe we should double down on the holiday and say he went to the St. Nick's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's the Knicks or the Celtics, personally.
It is not the Knicks. He's wearing green. It is Boston Celtics.
He's a Grinch. They should do a Christmas game, right? Like you're saying, Ken, St. Nick's versus the Grinch.
The Grinches.
But they have to wear full yak hair when they play.
Like the Jim Carrey
Like the
version.
Jim Carrey version. That'd be so crazy.
It would take 4 hours to get
Was
to
it
your
yak
uniform.
hair?
It was yak hair, yeah.
It was yak hair.
Dyed
yeah.
green.
That was another question that didn't make the cut. But yes, yak hair.
Speaking of that, though, there's an Instagram account. I think it's just called. It's under Dr. Seuss. If you look, and I just started getting them, sent to my feed for no reason. But it's just a guy dressed as the Grinch, and he's just doing everyday activities. But they must have filmed like 60 of them because one comes out every day, and he's like doing push-ups or yoga or like I'm the Grinch. I don't have to trim my beard. It's like
There's
really,
an Instagram account for everything.
There
I
is.
guess.
Yeah, Grinch fans, only Grinch fans or whatever. Yeah,
Only
who's,
Grinches.
only who's. That's what it is.
Yeah. Don't look that up.
I don't like that.
Question 3. What a pickle we find ourselves in. Hiding the Christmas pickle is a classic Christmas tradition, but maybe with the explosion in popularity, playing a game of pickleball Christmas morning could be added to the list. When playing doubles, there are 2 terms named after iconic children's characters for types of volleys. What are the names of these characters, one of which would be upset about eating Christmas cookies in bed?
Cindy Lou Who? The old Cindy Lou Who?
The old Cindy Lou Who. Is hide the pickle the purpose of the Folgers commercial?
Ad, yeah, for sure. I know we were all thinking.
Yeah, I really want to
That
play
family
pickleball.
definitely has the tradition of hiding the pickle.
They do. Oh man, I really
Best
want
part
to.
of waking up, Ken.
Crumbs in the bed from cookies?
Mm-hmm.
That's not Alexander? No, they wouldn't call a move Alexander and the No Good, Very Bad, Horrible Day
I mean,
or whatever.
you might if it was really bad.
Did you say literary children's characters?
It just says children's characters. Iconic. They are
Iconic children's characters.
The old Charlie Bucket.
I got an Eeyore.
Is Charlie Bucket Willy Wonka?
Huh?
Willy Wonka?
He's in that universe, yes.
Where Grandpa Joe just doesn't work
I guess
and
he
sits in his
is
bed all
Willy
day?
Wonka at some point in the future, presumably, right?
Does he turn
He
into
takes
Willy
over
Wonka?
the moniker. He has to like don the suit.
Is Willy Wonka just the persona, or is it the man?
I think
we'll find out.
You have to eat the body of
in
the
Wonka?
former
In
Willy
Wonka.
Wonka
We'll have to find
gain
out.
his spirit.
Yeah, we'll have to find out in the new Wonka
He's like
movie.
the Pope, I think. Like it's
With
a
the
new candy, a
shallows.
new gobstopper gets released when the new Wonka appears.
Starring Hugh Grant, who hated every minute of it. apparently.
He definitely
Why does
did.
anybody hire him?
I don't know. He's charming, but I think
He's
just
not, though.
He grumbles through everything.
He's
He's
not
a miserable
charming.
prick.
Yeah.
He's miserable. Anyways, do I have to bleep prick?
No.
I don't think
I don't
so.
think so. Sorry, kids.
What is
Merry Christmas.
so
Filthy animals.
I can't even think of children's literary characters that are iconic about crumbs.
It's not literary.
Oh.
You guys made that part up.
Oh, not
Crumbs
literary.
in the bed. Who doesn't like cookie crumbs in the
What,
bed?
which type A kid's character is like a clean freak?
I don't know.
Sully, maybe
You're on-
from Monsters
You're on the
Inc.
right track.
Oh, clean freak. Okay.
We don't know. Man,
Yeah.
This
just tell us.
there is a famous pickleball player named Ernie.
Oh,
And it's some kind of move, and if you do it in front of him, it's a Bert. This
That
is
makes
Bert
sense.
and Ernie.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yes, one of
Yep.
them was a clean freak, and the other was Ernie.
Yes. All right, moving on to number 4.
Sorry about the crumbs.
I'm sorry. Did anybody happen to see the
They were banging too, right?
Oh, I'm sure
That's
the,
fanfic. Yeah.
the X
Pretty sure
accounts
about
where
it,
it's
yeah.
like Ernie, best friend of Bert, Bert, friend of Ernie, like acquaintance of Ernie or something like that. There's like two X
Poor
accounts.
Ernie.
It's so funny.
It's hurtful. Question 4. Look what the cat dragged in. Body parts. The Yule cat is a huge and vicious cat that eats people who don't dress well. And it has origins in
German.
which country?
No, it's not German.
This country officially became an independent republic in 1944 and is known for its national dish, a fermented shark. I think you guys know this one.
Yes. It is Iceland.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Are
it's
you
in
familiar with the Yule cat?
it's in the Christmas Chronicles 2, which I just watched the other day. The Yule cat named
What's
Jola.
Christmas Chronicles.
It's the one where Kurt Russell is Santa and Goldie Hawn is Mrs. Claus.
Okay.
But
They got the Yule cat in there?
a nefarious elf who wants
They
to
were
ruin
bad.
Christmas releases Jola, the Yule cat, into the reindeer pen, and it injures Dasher.
That's a shame.
I don't think he would do that. The Yule cat specifically goes after people that dress poorly. He's
So Pete Davidson is getting some scratches.
See, in Iceland, they can have a creature like that. In America, everybody would just be gone.
There goes all of Florida. So sad.
In Iceland, it only goes after people who
Destroys-
aren't attractive, so that's why there's only one death a year.
It gets to the Bieber household and destroys Justin.
But yeah.
I'm sure you've
you
all
guys,
seen the memes.
You guys both ate the fermented shark, right?
Yes,
I did have
we
the
did.
Carl, yes.
Hot Carl.
No.
Is that the name of the brawler in the Fuller's commercial?
Do I have to bleep that?
Hot Carl?
I don't think so.
Don't bleep. Don't look it up. Let's
Just in
move
case,
on.
yeah.
Let's move on. We ate it. It was terrible. Eat it. Don't eat it. Whatever. It's bad.
If you would like something that feels like tofu full of sand and tastes like cat piss, by all means.
It's the Yule cat.
It's that's where they get
Yule
it
cat.
from.
Moving on to question 5. How many birds are in this song? If on the 7th day of Christmas you got 7 zwans a swimming, you'd have a pool with a bald lead singer who had just left which popular 90s rock band that you'd want to keep away from your decorations you still had up from Halloween.
Yeah. Too many hints there.
This was in your wheelhouse 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea what he's
Oh,
talking
really?
about.
Yeah, is this Offspring he's talking about? Keep your decorations. No.
Gotta keep it decorated.
So who would you want to protect?
If you're under the mistletoe,
Halloween
you're macking
decorations
every
from?
time. I got this.
You don't
Someone
want
who wants
you don't
to
want your
destroy your
Halloween,
Halloween.
decorations destroyed.
Oh, right.
So you got it?
What?
Destroying Halloween decorations?
Yes.
Billy Corgan.
I think 1979 was the year I remember this.
William Corgan or what's
William Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins.
Smashing Pumpkins, who went on to form Swan because he didn't like Darcy. Wasn't that the reason?
I don't
he was
know.
mad at her.
I can't follow the Smashing Pumpkins drama. There's too much.
Yeah, he took most of the band and started a new band because he was mad at the bass player, from what I recall.
We have really bad New Year's coverage here in Chicago, at least my opinion. And one of the ads I just saw was Billy Corgan. He's like, "My name is William such and such Corgan, and I'm here to host the best New Year's Eve party in Chicago. You should come out." And I'm like, "No."
Today is the first day of a brand new year.
Yeah, it looked bad. So I just don't think anyone's gonna watch that one, unfortunately. Poor William
But
Corgan.
He focused mostly on wrestling right now, to be honest. That's his big thing right now. Moving on to the next question. Who cares if it's a Christmas movie? Everyone always talks about Die Hard being a Christmas movie, but not about Batman Returns being a Christmas movie. In Batman Returns, who was originally cast to play the Cape Crusaders sidekick Robin? The character was written out of the script before filming, however, not because the actor was being a menace to South Gotham while drinking his juice in his costume.
Wow.
This is a great fact. I know this one.
Yeah. I wish I was hired to play a
And then
character and then
got paid
fired
in perpetuity.
and just got the residuals for nothing.
That does sound pretty
That'd be
good.
great.
Yeah, he's the Bobby Bonilla of superhero movies.
Money for nothing, checks for free, right, Ken? That's why that's your favorite band.
Yeah. So Marlon
Wayans.
Marlon Wayans is correct. He didn't make it to the movie. Sad for him. But he gets paid, right? That's what
Yeah.
the story is.
He gets
Yeah.
paid, yep. And then have you seen Don't Be a Menace, Matt? I used to rent that from Blockbuster.
Great movie.
Now, if he was cast as Batman, would Alfred say Master Wayans?
that actually would have been great. Yeah, a Keenan Ivory Wayans directed Batman. That would have been good.
Yeah, I would watch that for sure. Question 7. Have a holly jolly rancher. Jolly Rancher started as an ice cream company in Colorado in 1949 and decided to expand to candy when ice cream was hard to sell in the winter. They launched their signature candy a couple years later with 3 flavors: watermelon, apple, and this flavor that sounds more like a Kindle product than a flavor.
A Kindle product.
What did they name their products after?
Kindle.
Was it like Kindle Fire?
Fire, yeah.
Did they have a fire flavored?
I don't know if they have a Kindle Green Apple.
Cinnamon?
Grape? Grape? Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I
Kindle
think grape would be...
Kindle Fire?
I don't know any other Kindle products.
I don't either. Because there's the Fire Stick, and I'm sure there's a new one. We're also looking for flavors of Jolly Rancher, right?
Right.
I mean, there's always Green Apple, and then there's always let's see, he said watermelon.
Oh, is the little computer thing? You know the Raspberry Pis?
Oh, raspberry. Yeah, maybe.
Is that a Kindle thing?
I
don't
don't
think
so.
Should we say raspberry?
We could definitely say like blue raspberry or raspberry.
Snosberry.
Oh, a snosberry.
Yeah, I don't know. This is yeah.
You going with Snosberry?
Yeah.
They're all wrong.
Blue raspberry.
The right answer was said. It is a cinnamon flavor, but the flavor is officially called Fire Sticks.
Fire Stick.
What?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
How unexpected.
Wow. Okay.
Do you guys like cinnamon flavored candy?
Depends.
I don't know if I've had cinnamon flavor. I like cinnamon.
It depends on the
Like
amount
a Big Red.
and
You had a
the,
Big
the
Red?
consistency of the
Oh.
candy.
Big Red was always fun.
What about those little cinnamon hearts?
Hot tamales.
cinnamon hearts?
Not hearts. What are they?
Like the little red dots.
Yeah.
My mom makes like she makes Christmas wreaths. It's basically a Rice Krispie treat, but dyed green and using
then-
cornflakes in the shape of a wreath, and
Right.
she uses that for the holly. And I always pick those off and throw them in the garbage.
Yeah.
They're too hard.
They ruin it. The cinnamon dots ruin the.
I don't know
It's
if I've
too
had
hard.
that. Do you make this stuff with your mom?
No, she's always like up at 4 a.m. making stuff.
What kind of coffee is she brewing?
She doesn't need coffee.
Not Folgers.
She's a machine when it comes to Christmas cookies.
Thank you for adding that. Cinnamon candy, not for me. Actual cinnamon, I'm a fan.
Yeah, I do like regular
Ken's
cinnamon.
just chewing on sticks sometimes. I'll just walk into his place and he's just gnawing on it like a dog with a rawhide.
Sometimes I like a cinnamon
It's
stick.
the cinnamon challenge every day. You guys ready for the next question?
Yeah.
Next question in the category for those about to rock around the Christmas tree. Slayer is one of the most iconic metal bands of all time. While not known for being associated with snow flurries, they are known for this other form of precipitation, a song title that is playable in Guitar Hero 3 and is viewed as one of the most difficult songs to play.
Bum 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 ba na 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 na. Yeah, I know it.
I have no
Anybody
idea.
else?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I know it.
It's
You're not gonna guess?
if you
It's a Slayer song?
yeah, so Prince talked about this type of precipitation, so I can give you that as a hint.
Cumulus Cloud?
Really, I mean, Prince's like most famous hit.
Purple
Neal.
Rain.
Yeah, Purple Rain, right?
Yeah, and
This rain wasn't purple.
what would
Oh,
be
is
a
it
very
like Blood Rain? Red Rain?
I mean, you're
Yeah.
very close.
Raining blood.
It's raining blood, which
Yeah,
is a
the song-
great
It's
song.
raining blood.
Hallelujah.
Was that the Weather Sisters follow-up to It's Raining Med, It's Raining Blood? Because they killed all the men that came down
Actually,
from
I
the sky.
thought it was done for a PSA where they were really celebrating that the American Red Cross finally got all these blood donations, and so
If it was raining men, then the gutters would probably be full of blood.
yeah, they would be.
Yeah.
At least here on Earth with our gravity.
All right. Got time for probably like two more, you'd say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or,
right.
however many.
However many.
Keep the good times rolling.
All right. This one, this was in the final, so this one was in Rudolph. Hermie the elf is arguably the most relatable character in the classic Rudolph Christmas special as a man who hates his job and decides to quit. What profession does he pursue, one he shares in common with the WWE's Kane before he donned the mask and became the Big Red Machine?
Oh,
I didn't know this about Kane. That's pretty cool.
This is before he became a mayor, apparently.
Mayor.
He's had a lot of different careers.
Yeah. Now, is this something that we have in common with one of our listeners as well?
I believe so in a vague sense. Yes.
But now he wasn't
Much
doing
less specialized.
much less specialized. Correct.
Just general oral care.
Yeah. I'm pro this type of profession, not in
You're pro oral
anti.
care.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he wanted to become a dentist.
Dentist, yeah.
Yep. And he became a dentist. I imagine it was for other elves and not for people, because you wouldn't want somebody that small crawling around in your mouth.
Didn't he take
Do you think
teeth out of someone?
Yeah, the Abominable Snowman.
Okay, what was the name of the dude with the beard with like the
Yukon Cornelius.
Yukon Cornelius? Great name.
My buddy Dan Miller dressed up as Yukon Cornelius for Halloween one year, and it was the best costume I've ever seen. It was dead on.
That's a great reference, Yukon Cornelius. Great Rankin and Bass Christmas
Classic
films.
R&B.
Yeah, that's right.
This next
That's what we call
question
it.
is
In the biz, yeah.
Grinch.
Ooh, you're a mean one.
Thurl Ravencroft's sweet pipes can be heard every holiday season as he is the voice behind You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. Thurl was lesser known as the voice of this mascot, where instead of singing about someone bad, he talks about something that is great.
Yeah, I knew this actually.
It's a
I
good
may or may
reference.
not have passed the box this morning as I was rifling through my particular selection. So
Great voice. You know this one, Ken, I'm sure.
Do you eat Frosted Flakes usually?
no, I passed them. I went by them and I
To the shredded wheat?
Like a stone?
no, I had I was feeling spicy today, so I had some Raisin Bran Crunch. So we had some.
Ooh, the crunch is good.
Well, everyone get out of the way. A lot of fiber today.
The mascot that wears a ascot, but not pants.
No pants. No pants. Yeah.
Look, that's all the clothes you need. if
Tony
you're
the
an
Tiger.
animal.
Tony the Tiger.
It is Tony the Tiger. Thurl Ravencroft did pass about 6-7 years ago. I believe he's voiced now by Jim Cummings, Winnie the Pooh voices.
Oh.
Current day woke Tony the Tiger.
What a range there though. Winnie the Pooh, very high voice.
Why would they need to recast it? He only says like "you're great." Like why?
They probably
couldn't
could
you
have just used the old
write
recordings.
script-
No, he says
write-
they're great, which is a pronoun. So, so he's woke. Frosted Flakes are great.
Matt, I have a follow up for everyone really, but the Grinch, the Jim Carrey movie from 2000, on the soundtrack, Jim Carrey as the Grinch, but also as Jim Carrey, does a rap duet called Grinch 2000 with what rapper? I just listened to it the other
Is it
day.
Ludacris?
Grinch? No, it's not Ludacris. That's a good guess though. Grinch
would guess
2000.
Nelly.
But here's the funny thing: the
Ooh, Nelly's a
rapper
good
refers
guess.
to him as Jim Carrey, but Jim Carrey's doing the Grinch voice. So he's like rapping as the Grinch, but then the rapper goes, "And I'm here with Jim Carrey," but it just makes no sense.
Lil Jon.
I imagine that they're
Julio.
like, can you redo that? He's like, no.
Ice-T.
No.
That seems like something Ice-T would do.
I'll give you one hint that'll probably help everyone. He likes to rap
He's got an eye
fast.
patch.
Oh yeah, that's who I thought it was. Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So listen to it if you can. Grinch 2000.
And then
When you were-
Tyler the Creator does the 2018 or 19 version of it, doesn't he?
Oh, I don't know. Actually, that's a good question. I have to watch that one coming up soon. So yeah.
Yeah, I should have wrote that question.
Is that
Oh, well.
the Cumberbatch Grinch?
Yeah. Highest
Which
grossing
is-
Christmas film of all time.
Is
Yeah.
it really?
Yeah.
It
No
is-
way.
It's so
It got buried. I've
not,
never even heard
not
it.
adjusted for inflation. I think it's one of the Home Alones. I'm not 100.
Home Alone would be number one. Yeah. But right now with all the higher prices.
That's the thing is without adjusting for inflation, it's always just going to get supplanted by less and less
right.
impressive things.
Whatever Pixar movie comes out will always be number one.
Not anymore. Their
yeah,
star has
well.
fallen.
And all the Marvel movies, sadly.
Oh, it's
We'll end with this one, A Christmas Carol. Bah humbug seems to be the catchphrase of Ebenezer Scrooge, something we all remember from A Christmas Carol. However, he doesn't say it as much as popular media would have you believe. How many times is the phrase said in the original Dickens novella?
So I recently saw a stage production of this that I quite enjoyed.
I'm gonna say he says it thrice.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking thrice times.
Yeah.
It is only twice.
Twice.
Wow.
I looked up the origin of humbug, and it goes back to the 1700s.
It's an antiquated phrase that means to bang your sibling.
So Scrooge was pro.
Yeah, Bob meaning let's go. Right?
And then the nickname for his sister, Fan,
Yeah.
was humbug.
Give him
so-
the old humbug.
So what was the origin of the phrase?
It just meant like person of like lesser value essentially, or the
ill repute.
poppycock.
So it was like,
Yeah,
I'm not
just kidding.
listening to you. You're not worth my time.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
interesting.
all nonsense.
I just had to watch
but yeah.
5 Christmas carols in a row. So
What's your favorite Christmas Carol?
Muppet.
The Muppet one's very good.
It's Scrooge. The answer is Scrooged.
Well, Scrooge is good. The 1951 Alistair Sim one, a lot of people consider the definitive version from Britain. That was good. And then I watched Jim Carrey one, which is a little wild. And what was the other one I watched?
He plays all the ghosts too, right?
Yeah, he plays all the ghosts. And then Gary Oldman plays Cratchit and Marley and Tiny Tim. The motion capture for Tiny Tim.
Gary Oldman plays Tiny Tim.
He plays the motion capture for, yeah, which is crazy because he comes with them on his shoulders.
So does he do like a little kid voice?
I don't think it's his voice, but the body movements are him.
Isn't this the second time they shrunk him down for a role?
Yeah, that's true. Actually, that's a great reference there. I remember that movie at Blockbuster when I worked. That was I'm trying to think of the name of it. Oh, what a terrible movie! Matthew McConaughey.
Should have never been made.
It was a little, yeah. It was Matthew McConaughey and Kate Beckinsale were dating, and she revealed that her family, her father and mother were little people, and it was Gary Oldman, of course, terribly playing. They couldn't cast a regular actor.
Standing on his knees. Like, it's terrible.
It's really bad. Tiptoes, I think it's called. It's bad. It's really bad.
Oh man.
Apparently, humbug first appeared in writing in 1750. Generally referred to as a hoax, a jesting or befooling trick.
Okay.
Of which a sham, if you will,
like
which
this show
makes sense for Christmas.
So we're a humbug. Speaking of humbugs.
Mm-hmm.
But we hope you enjoyed this Patreon bonus episode. Thanks again to all our Patreon supporters, and we wish you a happy holiday season. Yeah, that'll do it for today.
Yeah, we will. We'll see you. Next month it'll be January 1st. You're going to see us every week, but this is a taste of what you're going to get. It's a little bit more loose, a little bit more fun, but always still bringing the trivia.
That's right.
Awesome.
And that'll conclude this Patreon bonus.
Thank you, everyone.
So that was our trivia-based Patreon bonus episode. Those are coming out once a week. And after the break here, you're going to hear our crop drop.
Yep, and $5 a month will get you all of this bonus audio content. And we're on a road to 600 patrons. So if you aren't a patron yet and you'd like to join the cause, we're trying to get to 600. So we really appreciate all of your help. And we couldn't do all these bonuses without you.
And once again, all these episodes will be ad-free on Patreon. Thank you.
How's your money feeling? It's about to feel happier with a certificate from Happy Money's partner, Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. Elevate and increase your savings with 18-month terms and only a $500 minimum. And the happiest part? MSU FCU certificates yield 4.5% APY annual percentage yield. Now that's a happier side of money. Elevate your savings. Go to happymoney.com/MSUFCU. That's MSUFCU. Funds insured up to $250,000 by NCUA. The APY is accurate as of the 12/1/2023 dividend declaration date. Early withdrawal penalties do apply. Fees may reduce earnings on the account. Any monthly withdrawals or transfers reduce earnings.
When Johann Rall received the letter on Christmas Day 1776, he put it away to read later. Maybe he thought it was a season's greeting and wanted to save it for the fireside. But what it actually was a warning, delivered to the Hessian colonel, letting him know that General George Washington was crossing the Delaware and would soon attack his forces. The next day, when Rall lost the Battle of Trenton and died from 2 colonial Boxing Day musket balls, the letter was found, unopened, in his vest pocket. As someone with 15,000 unread emails in his inbox, I feel like there's a lesson there. Oh well, this is The Constant, a history of getting things wrong. I'm Mark Chrysler. Every episode, we look at the bad ideas, mistakes, and accidents that misshaped our world. Find us at constantpodcast.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
Recorded in Chicago, Illinois, with your hosts, Ken, Matt, Neal, and Jeff. This is Triviality.
Hello and welcome to the December Crop Drop. My name's Matt, so joining me is Neal, Ken, and Jeff. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing great.
I'm having a wonderful day.
Feeling festive.
Enjoying the holidays, the holiday season. It's on us.
The rainy outdoors right now.
Yeah, it's raining out here in Maryland too. The holiday lights are up. I'm feeling a little festive. I asked for some gifts on Facebook and in the Discord, and you guys obliged. We got a lot of questions this month.
Oh, great! Well, we're excited.
They got a lot of questions about Christmas and holiday times, which makes sense. They want to know. The people got to know how we're celebrating. So, you guys ready for these questions?
Yeah, let's dive right in.
And then also, if you guys are joining us for the first time, the Crop Drop is an Ask Me Anything style show where you guys ask us questions and on the Facebook at the Crop or in the Discord, or you can email them in and we answer them every single month. So we're going to get started with Earl Baum, who had his own Crop Drop because he always has so many questions. You could check that out last month. But he asked, what is your favorite spice? What foods do you enjoy with that spice?
Favorite spice?
Posh.
I might just keep it simple and say black pepper.
What do you enjoy with black pepper?
I put a lot of pepper, like fresh ground pepper. And stuff.
I mean, like salt and pepper. That's the basis. You can't have.
Should I be more creative then?
No, not at all.
my
I'm just saying, like, but you need those to bring out the other flavors you might want to add.
What about Spinderella?
It's a good choice.
Ice spice.
I would be ginger on both fronts, I think.
That's a good spice.
No,
Spice?
No, I was just playing off of Neal's. But for me, I'm it's a toss-up between paprika and cumin. Because we make a lot of dishes with those two, and I very much enjoy them. I'm going to go...
I like a good cinnamon.
I'm going to go
paprika.
Cinnamon. I'm going to go smoked paprika.
Okay.
I can't handle spice, so I definitely would go cinnamon as well, just because it usually...
Cinnamon can be a very potent spice.
Like you don't do any spice. Like a heat, you're out.
Yeah, no heat for me.
Or an Italian nice Italian seasoning.
Oh,
I like some Italian seasoning, yeah.
Just the allspice, then you win. You get all of them.
And the allspark. Little basil. Matt, what do you like?
Neal loves some cardamom.
Garlic. I put garlic in everything. I love garlic.
I wasn't even thinking of that as a spice. Yeah, you got to put garlic in everything.
Yeah, that's a good one. Thanks for the question, Earl. Moving on, Sherry Meyer asks, what do you think has been the best word of the year in the last 5 or 10 years? Or what word should the dictionaries have chosen this year instead of Riz or authentic? They chose Riz as the word of the year, just so you guys know.
Okay.
Well, Riz, yes.
I don't know what the word
do you guys
words of the year has
podcast
been.
Riz? Do you feel
I don't know about that.
I don't think so.
It's charisma. Riz
Yes.
means charisma.
I know.
Yeah.
I love that word.
So we're looking up the list right now. We're going to pull it up. So words added to the dictionary in the last 10 years.
Why don't you just pick the word of the year?
Meme.
That's a lot. Jegging.
Hopefully not.
Gassed. Oh, I like gassed.
Gassed?
But is it... Yeah. I like gassed. I say gassed a lot. It was in 2012 added.
Some of our friends say frenemy a lot.
Yep, Brittany Shaw, Tim Dipple, frenemy.
Frenemies.
Helicopter parent. That's a good one. I used to say that when I worked at the children's school doing theater, and I didn't realize that was like a term they added to the dictionary.
Wingnut?
Wingnut. One who advocates extreme
It was
measures
2008. It was a simpler time.
Air quotes. That was added as well. Ginormous.
Plandemic. Is that
Girl. I say girl a lot.
Oh, for Matt, they added dough. D'-O-H.
The Simpsons occasionally get some on there. There's Embiggens, I believe, was added to the dictionary at some point in time. I don't know. Word of the year this year is poor. I feel like that was a lot of us this year. No money. Inflation. Inflation?
Wow.
Is that the
I
word?
thought I was the one who was supposed to hit the wah wah.
Any other thoughts on word of the year?
Well, we have there's TGIF was added. As we all know, the jeggings,
Shapewear. Neal.
YouTuber shapewear.
Oh, what about a podcaster or
Is that has to be in there? Influencer, I bet.
Yeah, definitely in there.
I don't know if it. Yeah.
Au pair.
Yeah, that was not great.
Okay, let's move on here.
Yeah, this one is from Ricardo Sandoval. What's your least favorite Christmas tradition? Least favorite.
Watching everybody else eat Christmas cookies? Probably.
I wouldn't enjoy that either.
So,
for me, it's bringing down Christmas decorations from the attic. That's my least favorite.
That's fair. I mean,
Good
like the
point.
setup takedown can be a lot of work. It is nice to enjoy it while it's up, but
Is that when you put on a robe and you watch films from the 1950 on projector
In your attic?
in your attic and then fall through the ceiling?
Yeah.
I think for me, it's the peripheral obligatory gift giving. Like, I do really like getting a good gift for somebody who I know and well enough to like give a gift of thought and meaning. But when you end up in these situations where you just end up basically exchanging $50 with each other,
$10 for a Christmas gift for your boss.
yeah, or
I don't
like
do that.
or like the peripheral family members who it's like you're going to give me something of $50 and I'm going to give you something of $50
Yeah.
and they're both going to be gift cards and I'm not going to spend
That was
it.
we stopped doing like a Secret Santa thing at my family Christmases because it turned into, okay, you get a $20 Visa gift card and you get a $20. It's like, who cares? Just keep the $20 and spend it on yourself at that point.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. Like, if I had something of like meaning or some with some thoughtfulness that I could give to that person, I would gladly. But the idea of just like the obligation of it,
Sure.
And also, I don't know about you guys, but I feel very fortunate in the like I don't really need anything either. So like, don't just get crap like
Yeah.
just to buy me something like
Right.
you know. And maybe I'm spoiled.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not
fortunate.
Joe
That's
from
the word I'm
Wonka.
gonna
I
use.
don't need a pair of pants to get out of bed. Or
I'm gonna add the Salvation Army people ringing the bells in my face outside of
Oh,
stores.
least favorite. Yeah.
Well, yeah, a lot of times that money isn't
Yeah,
going
let me
to
give
the
to charity anonymously
best places.
and not under coercion.
Yeah, my least favorite is just shopping and people being mean
Oh,
to
yeah.
service workers.
Parking at the
Parking.
mall is terrible.
People are terrible to service workers, but that's not a holiday tradition.
No, they're just
It's
worse.
just all the time.
Yeah.
That's true.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, I'll speak for myself. I get it all the time. Moving on. Next question is from Valerie Costello Crampton, and she asks, favorite winter/holiday song? What's your favorite? We always talk about ones we are annoying, but what's our favorite?
It's hard to say. Carol of the Bells goes pretty
this
hard.
is unpopular opinion, but I like the Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time song.
Oh, that one's I don't.
People
like it.
do not like it, but I like it. I think it's fine.
I think Last Christmas gets a bad rap. I actually enjoy that song, and I don't mind hearing it all the time. I know there's a lot of Whamageddons, and
It could be worse.
it could be worse. Plus,
Could be All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Yeah.
because I do love covers of that song, and I feel like
There's a
people usually
good,
make it their own.
People
Jimmy
really
World
like the
version.
Fairy Tale of New York. I think it's okay, but people really, really love that one.
I think I'm just a classic, like White Christmas, Bing Crosby kind of guy. Although I do like, in more of the religious vein of Christmas songs, I do like God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, but specifically the Bare Naked Ladies Sarah McLachlan version.
What a duo! Wow, that seems
They did a holiday album, the Bare Naked Ladies, Bare Naked
There's
for the
a
Holidays.
Cocteau Twins, Frosty the Snowman. What?
Who are the Cocteau Twins?
They're it would be weird. It's got to be weird.
If you couldn't tell, we're currently Googling Christmas songs because we can't think off the top of our head very well.
I do love "Santa Tell Me" by Ariana Grande, which is just a really random one,
A
but
modern classic.
modern classic.
I was just thinking about I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. Is the dad dressed up like Santa
Yes.
Claus?
I had that
Trust me,
exact
I was like
same
33
thought.
years old before I figured that out.
I didn't either. I always thought Santa was like having wives cheating on their husbands, but I was like, it totally makes
But why
sense.
is the dad dressed up like Santa Claus?
In case the kid comes out, you want
Yeah.
the kid to know Santa was the one putting the presents under the tree.
So she's like leaves the beard
is,
on.
Yeah,
asserting
exactly.
dominance in the home by kissing the mother.
Underneath the Tree by Kelly Clarkson's a new one
that,
that's
you
very
know what?
good.
Kelly Clarkson's a gem. So
Yeah, I think those
and
are.
the Sufjan Stevens Christmas albums too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's surprising.
Oh, and there's a good Bird and the Bee, Carol of the Bells that goes hard. So
Does Michael Bublé have any Christmas songs?
oh,
He's got a
does he?
have you ever heard of a certain gem called Quando?
His whole career is
Yeah,
based
it's
around
just-
Christmas
it's just
songs.
Christmas. Next question comes from Kellen McGuire. She asks the important question of how many of Santa's elves do you think you could take in an honest fight?
I think I
I
saw
think
this.
5.
10.
Well, we gotta
Oh,
break
elves?
this. We have
I
to
thought I
break
was
this
thinking
down.
the reindeer.
It's the only
No.
question that was
Zero
that has a
reindeer.
I'm
line.
taking 0.5 reindeer.
Zero
I'm
reindeer.
maybe breaking a leg or two before I'm
Yeah,
getting
the
10
reindeer.
elves.
We can't have this conversation until you break it down because there's so many different types of Santa's elves that exist. So
They
are we
have the
talking?
tools?
Well, no. Are we talking about elves that are diminutive, that are like almost like creatures?
I
That
think
are,
it's
do
the,
they have?
the classic elf?
But do they have powers? Do they not have
No.
powers? Some
Are
elves
they
have
1
powers.
foot tall?
They're
Are they
basically
2
all
feet
children.
tall?
I'm
Are they
assuming we're talking about the
children
Santa
like
Claus.
the Santa Claus?
Yeah.
That's the thing. If there's Santa Claus elves, they're just children, right?
Oh, I'm taking at
That's
least
what
5
it
or
is.
10 of
It's
those
not
kids
like
out.
the Big Show and Jingle All the Way, or you're not.
Or is it
fighting them.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, like elves?
Right. Or it could be.
Because I could take way more of those.
Well,
It
if
could
they're
be like
clay, I
Fred
could just
Claus,
crush
where they
them.
have like they have skills and a little bit of strength. I don't know. It could be. There's a lot of different types of elves. So.
Although I wouldn't fight the elves with attitude from Santa Claus, because those guys.
Oh, they have the tinsel.
They
Yeah.
got the tinsel. So
Okay.
I think if it's the Santa Claus elves who don't have any power and are just ageless, you could probably take maybe 10.
I
No,
would say
see, you think 10, but like honestly, 4 of them is going to overwhelm you if you're fighting.
No,
they each grab
because
a limb.
they can't.
you,
They can't hurt you. Really.
you would be surprised. Kids add up
Yeah.
in strength.
Are they all coming at once, or
They're
is it
all
like
come-
one at
you're
a
not,
time?
You're not fighting. It's not like a side scroller. You don't fight one.
Okay. It's not like Old Boy, like you give me a cane and then I go sideways.
They just
not,
come one at a time.
It's not Game of Death, Neil, where you have to go up. You have to
Yeah.
level up with each kid.
And then the final boss
I
is
think
Santa.
you're overestimating kids.
I think you're underestimating kids.
Well, you know,
There's no way to test it. There's no good way to
If
test
we
it.
make it to 600
Well,
patrons this year, we will test
We're gonna
it out.
Squid Game this. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. If we make it to 600 patrons, we'll find a
We'll
handful
find
of
10
kids, pay
I'll
them
send
to
an email
try and
to
beat us
Mr.
up.
Beat
Beast,
up.
and he'll set it up, and we'll figure it out. 'Cause he can make it happen.
If anyone would do it,
That
it would be
have
Mr.
the
Beast.
most views in YouTube history.
One person with boxing gloves and a bunch of kids with those little helmets on running
Like
at him.
fighting sincerely.
Yeah.
If you survive these 100 kids, you get 10 grand.
Sue Loranger or Loranger asked
Or
a few different-
Loranger.
or Loranger asked 3 different questions. We're just going to answer this one. Which character / iteration of the Grinch is your favorite?
I'm a cartoon guy.
I've only seen the original cartoon. I've not seen the Jim Carrey, and I've not seen the
It doesn't.
Cumberbatch.
And you haven't. I think Jeff's favorite though is Matthew Morrison from Glee portraying him on stage in the film stage version, which was absolutely horrendous.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
My favorite version might be the online videos where the parent comes out as the Grinch and scares the
Oh, that's funny.
the bleep out of their
That
kids.
is the best
Yeah.
one, actually. Yeah.
Jim Carrey is just off the wall crazy.
Yeah, it's like too much. It's
but I
like
love it.
Uncanny Valley for me.
I guess it's just the classic cartoon, probably, I suppose. But
Yeah.
I do love Jim Carrey's though.
Classic
I think
cartoon.
For me, it's Tim Curry in Home Alone 2 when he makes his face look like it for that 3 seconds when he finds
Oh,
out the
yeah.
credit card's stolen.
That's right.
That's my favorite Grinch. It's a little specific, but it is. Next question. Doug Burren asks, when did you stop believing in Santa Claus, if you have?
I still believe.
Yeah.
I'm a believer.
Why would you stop
Yes.
believing? Why would
Still
you
gotta
ask that?
believe.
Children listen to this. Bad Doug.
Yeah, I want to get those gifts still.
Yeah, I think we all still believe in Santa Claus because Santa is the spirit of Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Miranda Marvel asks, would you rather have arms the size of your fingers or fingers the size of your arms?
What?
Whoa.
That's a tough question.
Wait, arms
The
the
size
size
of-
of your fingers.
Or fingers
Or
the size-
fingers the size of your arm.
I mean, my first set of arms would be super jacked.
thinking
from
about the-
carrying around like Edward Scissorhands.
I'm thinking
but with-
about the hot dog fingers.
Oh,
from
yeah.
Everything
from
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
I want.
essentially what it would
I don't
be.
want either.
Yeah,
I
that's-
equally
It's a
don't
false
want either.
choice.
But we have to choose one, I suppose.
Fingers
gonna
the
go
size
with-
of your arms.
The tiny arms.
Give me the hot dog fingers.
No, wrong. Because if you have fingers the size of your arms, you have like
How do you
12
carry
arms.
that around?
Oh, your body would adapt. You'd have super jacked
Shoulders.
first arms.
Yeah, but you'd just be a nuisance everywhere, right? Your hands would just be like pushing people around.
I'm gonna go with the tiny arms.
And who's to say that this is just us? Is this like all humans are like this?
Oh yeah, if it's all humans, then it really does a lot for the glove industry. If you think
Well, yeah, that's true. I guess gloves are just like shirts.
Obsolete.
Yeah.
Oh
last,
no, big glove.
last question from the crop's gonna be from John Gerald. He asks, Home Alone 1 or 2?
3.
Not
one.
three.
Just kidding. It's bad.
3's bad, 4's worse.
4 is terrible.
I'm gonna say one.
terrible.
Classic one.
Yep, I like 1.
Yeah, I think 1. 2 is basically 1, just different
In New
setting.
York,
Yeah. But yeah, I like 1, I think, yeah.
I'm gonna go with the one that doesn't have Donald Trump in it.
Oh, yeah. Quick cameo, yeah.
That's smart.
One of the only cameos that they left him in because he makes cameos in every single movie, right? That is filmed in that hotel.
Well, he
around
wanted
there.
a bigger part, and they said no. And then
Yeah.
they're like, you can just say hello really quick.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to have like a lot of lines.
I know he's filmed in other movies, but they always just cut it out because it's not guaranteed for him to actually be in the movie. But I'm pretty sure he films cameos in like any movie that was at a Trump hotel.
Yeah, it's
There was a really bad
like
one cut out of Wall Street 2. You remember that?
No,
Or was it was Wall Street 1 or 2? But it was like a long scene where they're at the barber shop. You don't remember
no,
this?
I love it if it was cut out. He's just like, "You're right, greed is good," and then walks away or whatever. It's like, we don't need
Anyways,
that.
yeah. Home Alone 1.
All right.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for everyone from the crop. You guys have the Discord questions.
Yeah, we have one here from Johnson Earls. It looks like it's related to the show. So, what is your favorite style of trivia game? Is it the Triviality standard 2-round game, the 15-question bonus game, the Bloodsport style timed games, Jeopardy style games with questions of varying difficulties in different categories, or anything else, either from your show or elsewhere? And related to that, what's your favorite type of trivia question? Straight up, before and after, rebus, or other word challenges, trivia questions with math, etc.
I'm gonna say the same way I skate, regular, straight up. So like less rules, good, and less complicated questions, good. That's what I say.
I like speed trivia. It's very nerve-wracking, but I feel like it doesn't give you the opportunity to like, because sometimes we'll sit here and we'll think and we'll dawdle for a little bit, and it really frustrates me when I like know that I know it somewhere in my brain, but I can't figure it out for whatever reason. And the speed trivia doesn't give you that. You got to go. So I just like how fast you just rip through questions. So.
Speed trivia is fun. It'd be cool to do it a lot more. We do it a little bit on Bloodsport, but it also, it's easier on like a TV show or in person. I think it always works a little bit better.
Yep.
Um,
That's why I like the chase.
Yeah, the chase is very good for that. Before and afters are always fun. I think, especially like film ones are always kind of fun. I guess just straight trivia. I just like pop culture trivia. So like Seen It games or anything that's very pop culture heavy is what I like. So
Yeah,
Matt?
I prefer our like 15 question free for alls because for me that feels the most like hanging out at the pub like we used to do when we would do trivia, and we would just answer the question then joke around for 10 minutes. So that's always fun for me, and I love silly wordplay before and afters. That's my favorite type of question because they make me laugh, and that's why
I gotta say too, I love Trivia Murder Party from the
that's fun.
Jackbox people
Oh, yeah.
because of the chaos of it. As long as you know it's chaos going in, I think that's a great format.
Or just any you don't know Jack. Really, like the original game was always fun with the screws and stuff. Any question that involves math, don't bring to my
You're out.
doorstep. But I'll answer it if it is. But I don't prefer it.
All right, next question from T with the Cookies. Do you have any detailed plan for 2024 on how to improve your trivia knowledge and or which trivia competitions to participate in?
All right, guys, I'd like you to know that I don't currently have a 2024 plan for anything.
Yeah, right.
And now I'm wondering if I should.
What's your 5-year plan? Don't die. What is that?
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
My plan is to bring the heat for Triviality and play the occasional liquid courage game over at the local pub. And that's my trivia plan.
Yeah, I don't really have a trivia plan. Improve your trivia knowledge.
I didn't know, actually, to be honest, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Neal, that one could improve at trivia. So
Yeah, I'm having trouble doing that.
Yeah, I think
but-
we're getting worse. I mean, if trivia competitions, if we can maybe go compete at the SporkleCon, I believe it's in Detroit this year,
It's in
or
Detroit.
2024. If there's any other big conventions, that'd be kind of fun. We missed doing Geek Bowl. It doesn't really exist anymore, but if there's something like that, like a SporkleCon, but another one that'd be kind of fun, maybe a Triviality Con in the future.
Oh,
Triviality Con.
we don't have the bandwidth for that, Neal.
We
Don't
have-
throw that out in the universe yet.
We did. It would be fun to do another a live game, a couple live games. We did
For sure. Yeah, that was great.
That was a lot of fun to meet people and to host live. For me, I do trivia weekly. We've come in top 3 in different Maryland trivia competitions. We just really want to win. We get really close, and then we end up missing out on the last question. So that's the goal for me. As far as getting better, my goal is to actually learn something about Greek mythology, religion, and European history. Those are my big blind spots. So
There you go.
Yeah, those are tough. The next question is from Momo2. What was the one gift you wanted as a child and were so happy when you got it? And what was the one gift you wanted more than anything but never got?
You wanted the weenie whistle, right, Neal?
I did want the weenie whistle. And
Neal did want the weenie whistle.
yeah, Colleen's ex-husband just kept making fun of my sweaters, and I just said I wanted the weenie whistle, and that's all. And actually, there was one thing I really wanted once. My dad, he was always busy with work and stuff like that, but it was just this one superhero that I really wanted, and he missed my karate belt ceremony. But anyway, I really wanted this doll, and my neighbor had it, and I was kind of pissed about it, and then one day I went to a parade.
Ate all the cookies.
Did you get Booster?
I got the faithful sidekick booster, but I just couldn't get Turbo Man. Anyway, I did have Turbo Man, by the way. My mom got it for me, the real doll, which was fun. But the one gift I did get, I was just thinking about the other day, which was really fun, was the Talk Boy from Home Alone 2.
Yeah, that's cool.
Which they released. That was pretty cool.
I can't remember one that I never got.
I don't either, which is good because I feel like that's trauma I didn't want to carry.
We're spoiled.
Yeah.
I got a Pog Maker that I really wanted.
That's
was
cool.
pretty exciting.
I got the.
Not to date the exact moment that happened.
I got the green
window.
Power Rangers dagger that played music.
Oh, that was
pretty excited about
yeah.
that.
Got my Stretch Armstrong.
I thought for sure if I could find that in my parents' attic, I could retire like pretty well off. And then I looked on eBay, and you can get them really cheap.
Yeah.
So
Really?
it's a shame that
I didn't get Stretch
that wasn't
Armstrong.
the-
I got his red friend, who I think was the bad guy, who also stretched much like.
Well,
Stretch
if it was
Armstrong.
any time before 1989 and he was wearing red, it was definitely the bad guy.
Yeah.
I think I had the bad guy too.
Yeah.
He was like foamy though.
He was foam.
Yeah.
You put a foam thing to his head, and then he would like foam up. Very weird stuff.
Yeah. All right. Keith Moser asks, hot chocolate, hot apple cider, or hot toddy?
What is a hot toddy?
It's tea and booze.
Yeah,
I
tea
thought
and,
there was booze in it.
tea and booze. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's an exact type of booze.
I think it's
but-
whiskey and tea
It's whiskey and honey. There's got to be like
And
honey,
honey.
whiskey,
and cinnamon,
tea,
star anise,
star
pods,
anise. Yeah.
and clove.
Oh, wow. A lot of people say the hot toddy helps you when you're sick.
I'm not a fan of some of those ingredients.
That's a
I'm going to
myth,
say
though.
the hot
I'm an
apple
apple
cider.
cider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
If it's
mind a
not
hot
coffee,
chocolate every now and again too.
If it's not coffee, I'm going hot apple cider.
Yeah, I don't. That's one of the rare drinks I still get at the coffee conglomerate after working there. I like the hot apple cider, but hot chocolate I never have because I can't really have chocolate too much. Spoiler alert. Not really spoiler alert, just behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But I would love to have a really
Gerd
good...
alert.
Good, yeah, Gerd alert. Gerd alert. Pew, 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 pew. Do you want a reflux into your mouth after having a nice treat? Gerd alert. So hot chocolate, I would love to have a really good cup of it, but I haven't had one probably in like 3 years.
Go-Gurt commercial.
This last question is really fun from our friend Willem van Vendeloo, the original OG Dutch boy, or maybe not the original, but the true Dutch boy.
I think
if
there
you
were
ever
Dutch
have,
boys before him, probably.
I think there were Dutch boys, yeah. If you ever have to permanently switch out one holiday you do celebrate for a holiday you don't celebrate from a different culture, which holiday would you pick and why?
All right. I've got two answers for this one. One is based on profitability, and that is I'm switching out Valentine's Day for Japanese Valentine's Day. Because Japanese Valentine's Day is
about the men.
one way. It's for the guys. So if you're going for the profit, that's what you should do. But for fun, I'm going to say not big on Thanksgiving. So I'm going to swap it out for Diwali because that sounds awesome.
That's a good
okay.
one. I'm getting rid of Valentine's Day too. I don't care for it. Puts a lot of pressure on relationships if you're in them, especially if they're starting out. Not the best. So that one can go because you should share your love every day, right? I'm replacing that with no. You disagree? Okay. Somebody's making their opinion known behind me. They love Valentine's Day. I would say I'm celebrating Arbor Day. I'm making it a thing. I don't know what we do. Plant trees?
No, you already. That's part of your culture.
Oh.
You have to pick one that's not part of your culture.
I don't know how. Oh, there's.
You already celebrate Arbor Day.
I don't celebrate
in
it.
a big way.
Do I? I don't remember. Yeah, so I'd have to
Flag
think
Day.
of one.
All right.
I was trying to think, like, we don't really have any multi-day holidays, right? In our religious American West tradition.
Sure.
But I was thinking Hanukkah sounds like too much right off the bat. Like, I don't know if I can do 8 days of stuff.
Too much.
I can't commit to that.
Maybe a golden week.
Maybe.
Could you commit to that?
I'm looking for something that's maybe. I mean, Diwali is a couple days,
Go for
right?
a month-long Ramadan?
Oh, yeah, right.
No, I couldn't do Ramadan. One of my coworkers is practicing, and he just
Is hungry.
the first couple days he's like, "Please just stay away from me. I'm going to be miserable." But you settle in apparently pretty quick. But yeah,
I would probably take Easter out, and then I would maybe do Boxing Day from England, the day after
that's
Christmas.
fine. Yeah. That's a good
Or
one.
that's where you box all your crap up, right?
Armistice
well,
Day.
give to the
Is that
poor,
one?
and yeah, Armistice Day. I'd also probably pick one of the other countries that lets you have a holiday to vote. You don't have to work.
Oh, that's genius.
answer.
Where's that Purge Day? Where's that?
The Purge Day.
I don't think that's an internationally recognized holiday anywhere, Matt.
Yeah,
It's part of a different culture that is fictional.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's still a different culture.
Oh, we didn't talk about fictional cultures. Whatever they celebrate in Avatar.
I'm really curious to know what the holiday is. I'm sure James Cameron's figured it out. But yeah, that was our last question from Discord. A lot of great holiday questions from everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any extras, Matt, that were on the top of your head, or?
No, I think, and then we talked a lot about holiday at our other bonus this month. I wrote some Christmas questions and holiday themed questions, and we all kind of just chatted mostly about Folgers commercials, but there's some other stuff in there too. So if you haven't listened to that, that's all there. Make sure you check out this feed for January's crop drop. I'll be asking for questions pretty shortly, and then we'll see you then. So until then, bye.